we bring to your attention the project of the Indirect Regenerative Evaporative Cooling Device of the Innovative Ideas Company. IREC is a relatively new technology that has already proven itself on the market. Our device is able to provide cool fresh air to huge spaces, as well as places with a large amount of heat generated. Due to the peculiarities of its operation, it is advantageous to use it in greenhouses. There are also promising directions for its use. For example, air humidification in winter and operation in heat pump mode. The modern world is acutely suffering from problems with air quality and energy efficiency of modern air conditioning systems. For example, abnormal heat puts a heavy load on the cooling equipment until it fails. The solution to these problems is a new evaporative cooling technology based on a natural phenomenon. The cooling device based on this technology does not add moisture to the air and consumes many times less energy, which not only reduces cooling costs, but also the load on power grids, reducing their wear and tear, as well as on the environment, reducing the damage from electricity generation when fuel is burned. The evaporative cooling market itself is multi-billion-dollar and quite promising. Over the next 5 years, it is predicted to grow 1.5 times. And due to recent climate changes, a sharp growth of this market is expected. Also, thanks to the development of the technical part, our device can enter much more larger market of heating, ventilation and air conditioning devices. The market is quite evenly distributed among the players, which indicates the absence of any monopoly. We plan to occupy at least 0.5% of this market in the next 5 years, which is quite realistic, considering that our device is better in terms of characteristics and there are good prospects for their further improvements. As a marketing strategy, we plan a classic B2B approach. Comparing our device with competitors, we consider not only the evaporative cooling market, but also the entire global air conditioning market, vapor compression channel coolers and conventional split systems, up to those installed in apartments. Devices using our technology have a number of significant advantages. For example, our technology is resistant to temperature overheating, while classic air conditioners fail. In terms of energy consumption, devices using our technology are many times more economical than classic analogs. At the same time, there is a dependence on water as a consumable, which classical systems lack, as well as on the humidity of the incoming air. The more humid the air, the weaker the device will be able to cool it. Therefore, in the tropics, evaporative cooling devices will not be as effective as in the desert. The photo shows a prototype device with one heat mass exchange core. The air enters the core. Inside it is divided into 2 streams, 100% humid air and dry-cooled air, which is supplied to the consumer. The prototype consumes 185 watts per hour for fan operation and 1 to 9 liters of water per hour. The current economic model is quite capable of providing profit both from the sale of devices and from service. In order to reach the declared market share of 0.5%, it is necessary to produce up to 5,600 devices with 5 cores per year, which is quite realistic. At the moment, the company has already come a long way. A prototype was created and the entire technological chain of production was worked out, as well as complex laboratory tests of the prototype were conducted. In the near future, we plan to bring the device to a product state, including a modern control system based on IoT technology, and organize mass production. In the future, we plan to complete and implement developments related to reducing the dependence of devices on the humidity of the incoming air, using this technology in the heat pump mode. Thus it will be possible to significantly expand the sales market. In terms of intellectual property, the situation is quite favorable at the moment, since the patent belonging to the main competitor and protecting the basic technology expired in December 2021. Therefore, a window of opportunity has now opened in this field. We are preparing for protection patent applications for our own scheme solutions, improved design of the heat exchanger, as well as technologies for mass production of the product. Our team is quite experienced, each member has certain achievements and status, which allows us to have confidence in the successful future of this project. For the successful completion of the project, we need financing in the amount of $200,000 to start production and reach self-sufficiency. We offer to invest in our project this amount for 40% of the shares of the company for the production of devices, which are already very much needed by the world and will be needed even more in the future. We look forward to your reply and look forward to fruitful cooperation.